Gather round, everyone, and hear again the tale of Drakfu. Welcome back and happy Monday, everybody. Happy post E3. We're back to business as we continue on in the tale of Drakfu. Now, the last time we actually, well, first of all, we dinged 110. So yay for us. We are officially capped for 2 months, roughly. But we're capped as far as Legion is concerned. So with that being said, we actually did get an extra quest to go out to the Tidescorn War Camp in Stormheim. But first, we got some stuff to do at home. So starting with, we're going to go ahead and grab our Ox Initiates. And also, we're going to talk to number 9 Gia.
Shall I look something up for you?
So that we can get Pilgrimage, which enables a chance on mission success for your champions to return with champion armaments or equipment. This is going to come into play trying to get missions done. Now, we also have the, so basically from here on in, all of our Order Hall talents are going to be unlocked as soon as we hit 110, until we get to about here, when you actually have to deal with some Legion Fall stuff, which is fine. So let's go ahead and do this. So let's see, we have Path of the Ox, which is newly recruited Ox Initiates become Ox Adepts, increasing their chance of mission success by 5%. Or you can do newly recruited Tiger Initiates become Tiger Adepts, which gives them an extra ability to be able to help you out on missions. I've always, on any of my alts, picked this one because at that point you get that much more additional percentage to help you get up to 200%. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Path of the Tiger. So this is going to be for 1,000 Order Hall resources, and it will take 12 hours. So we'll go ahead and do that.
Walk in wisdom.
And then let's go ahead and check our Class Hall mission reports. Smashing Faces. Yay! All right, so nobody leveled up, but we were able to get some artifact power. And that's a good thing, because that's going to be another little bit of business we're going to take care of before we get into the Order Hall mission. So now we're going to start seeing... here's what we're not going to see anymore on the Order Hall table. We're not going to see experience anymore. It's not needed. We are, however, going to get follower experience ones for a length of time. And then eventually, the experience that you're going to be getting for missions is going to be good anyway, so it's not going to matter. You're also going to start seeing these armor sets showing up in your missions to help you level up your followers. So, for example, if I had any right here, I could use them on Lily and upgrade her to item level 900. That's as high as they let you go as of this point until you start doing the Argus campaign. So, kind of a bummer, but we're going to make it work. Go ahead and go back into the table. And so here's what we're going to do. I would actually say to everybody, if you're going to want to get like extra gold and things like that from your Order Hall, utilize the bonus follower experience missions as long as you can, and try and get them as high to 200%, because you get these Grimoires of Knowledge, which will give an extra 4,000 XP to that follower. Okay, so right now we have a shocking confrontation in Azuna. A rift has split right through the ley ruins, discharging dangerous amounts of energy. We should destroy as many ley creatures as we can. So we're going to send out Chen.
I will need a drink after this.
And the Monkey King.
Is this wicked bamming? 'Cause heads I be slamming.
And then give him the Tiger Adept. 130%, that's not bad. Would the Initiate give me more? 115, no it would not. So let's go ahead and do this just so we can get that Grimoire. And we can technically do... we're going to do the armor set one, and that's the Rock's Blow and Stormheim. The Vrike will use rune stones to summon powerful elementals, including Boulderfall, the Eroded, who can block the flow of rivers vital to the life of the valley. Okay, so we're going to send out Taranzu.
Strike hard, strike fast.
Lily.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
And we'll send out the Tiger Initiate with her as well. So 121. And if we get that bonus roll, then we get actually a spiked armor set. So this will only increase your champion's item level by 5. This will do 10. And if you get the blue ones, you'll eventually have a higher roll for a purple, which will give you 15. So we'll go ahead and do that. And that'll be all the missions that we send people on. And yeah, so the next stop that we're going to do is we're going to head out to Stormheim. So quick magic cut while we make our way there. Okay, so here we are again in the land of Stormheim, where we are going to meet up with Angus Ironfist to help out with the Tidescorn War Camp issues for the Monk Order Hall. Now, I think I'm going the right way. Here we go. So, where is he? There he is. Of course, he's a gnome monk.
You got my attention.
I'm sorry, a dwarf. Ah, they made you Grandmaster, eh? Well, I was busy anyway. Anyway, I managed to escape from those fill-drinking dirt kickers across the road. But our owners still in trouble. Those Legion worms aren't going to sacrifice the prisoners for their souls. We've got to help them! The Master of Swords. I got bad news for you. We don't have time to wait for reinforcements. They're sacrificing prisoners now. Every minute we wait here jabbering, it's another life on the line. First things first, my friend Solara is being held captive in the camp just across the road. We need to free her. She'll be a valuable ally. We got to move! Okay, so we need to free Solara Shadowheart. Thankfully, she's just right over here, but we need to find the... Yep, that's kind of what I thought. We're going to need the key from Drawbox. Boom! So happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good week and weekend. I hope you guys all enjoyed E3 if you watched it. For me, I'm just kind of glad it's over because it takes a lot of time, effort, and all that fun stuff. I am kind of burnt out, honestly. I'm kind of glad that E3 only happens once a year because I'm done. All right, so let's go ahead and free Solara. While the Spellscorn thinks he can actually kill me. That's cute. Here we go.
Thank you.
Is it a night elf? I can't even tell.
Elun Adore.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Solara waits for your orders. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this in with Angus.
What's on your mind?
Good, you did it! Solara is worth 10 well-trained monks. I'm sure she is. No monk left behind. Most of the prisoners are being left in the main camp at the Gates of Valor. Our people have been beaten and tortured, and the worst still awaits for them if we don't save them. Find the cages within the main camp and free as many monks as you find. I'll be right beside you, knocking heads and taking names.
Watch your back.
As well I would think you would. So 0 to hero. Ha! Like that. I have a favor to ask of you, Drakfu. My good friend Hero is still somewhere inside the main camp. Only problem is, the Gates of Valor are swarming with the biggest, baddest, nastiest Legion creatures I've ever seen. If we walk in there, we'll just get slaughtered. But I've seen these Rykhold chugging some kind of special brew called Storm Brew. It's some kind of combat tonic that makes them bigger and stronger. Let's steal some of that drink, then storm in to save Hero. It's totally not because I'm a dwarf and I like drinking.
See you soon.
This is the Warcraft universe. That's how we do. All right, so let's talk to Solara. Quelling the tide, Solara looks at you with determined eyes. Our friends are in danger. We will save them. Kill any Legion in the way. All right, so kill 16 Legion defenders at the Gates of Valor. So we need to get some Storm Brew. We need to free 6 tortured prisoners and take care of a bunch of frickin' demons, all within the Gates of Valor area. So, do we have to go a little bit further in? Yes, we do. I didn't know if they actually wanted us at the actual gates, but that's all right. So here we go. I'm assuming we don't need keys. Cool.
Good riddance.
Oh, Angus has a voice. Okay, well, that's kind of sucks. Because I've been giving him just a stereotypical dwarf voice.
Couldn't have done better myself.
Dude, he sounds like... I think it's the same voice actor as Lorthamar. So he sounds like that refined version. Oh, and here's some Storm Brew. Take that. Oh, we need to steal Storm Brew. Well, that didn't work out so well, did it? Okay, so let's go ahead and go on in here. Fist of Fury!
Stories were true about you.
Oh, dude, that is so weird. I don't even know if you guys can hear him all that well on the speaker. I will try and turn it up. Dude, it sounds like Lorthamar if he was a dwarf. It's actually kind of hilarious. Let's see. So we've got 3 tortured prisoners. We have not stolen the Storm Brew yet. And we've got half of the Legion forces we need to take care of. So let's go ahead and take care of the rest.
Stories were true about you.
Safe travels.
Oh, there's a shaman here. That's cool. Well, thank you for helping us out, fellow shaman. Well, not fellow shaman. For I am a monk, and you are a shaman. And our 2 families will never understand each other. Okay, so how do we steal this? Steal a Storm Brew and then save Hero. Okay, so I've been doing this wrong. Steal the Storm Brew. And then we have to save a guy. Oh, there we go. Storm Brew stolen.
That's the stuff. You feel better or what?
Dude, that is such a weird voice to hear. I'm not even gonna lie, people.
If the effects wear off, just look for more Storm Brew up ahead. The Drakfu love drinking this stuff.
And now he kind of sounds like a beetle. Are you Ringo? Are you Ringo the dwarven equivalent of Ringo Starr? Let's see. So, where is Hero? I can't find him. Where is Hero? Where's 0 to Hero in no time flat? 0 to Hero, just like that. No. But hey, when he smiled, the girls went wild. This is what I do when I can't figure out what's going on. I just start rhyming stuff in my head. Or start quoting songs. Which, by the way, I recommend. Like, if you just are looking to do something silly, you will always have fun with that. Oh, there we go. So it's over here, I guess? Screw this. I'm highlighting it. Where is Hero? I can't find him. Where is Hero? 0 to Hero. Yeah, he's supposed to be here, but I don't see him. Well, let's just go ahead and kill some random Vrykels.
I was just about to get it. Nice moves.
Watch your back.
Okay, that didn't do anything. Oh, could that be where he is? There we go. Okay. Alright, so now we've got him. Let's go ahead and save Hero. Are we saving Hero
Hey,
Yui?
Hero, are you all right, mate?
Hey, look, the door open.
And we pulled a big guy named Soulgazer. Okay, well, I guess we gotta kill him now, don't we? And at that point, we can turn in all these quests. We've only got 45% left. Ah, dang it. Got the frickin' beam in my face. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get back there. Hopefully Soulgazer will not be there anymore. So yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. After E3, I'm just burnt out, and on top of that, family stuff is just going on that has just wasted me as far as energy and all that fun stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn all these quests in. First of all, with Hero. Thanks be to you for freeing me. I thought I was demon food for sure. Yes, well, you might as well have been. Angus. No bunk left behind. Good work, Grandmaster. I know I don't sound like Lorthamar, but I'm not even gonna try and do that. That should be all of them. Well, thank you. And then Solara. Solara bows deeply. Well thought.
Be careful.
Okay, so we have one from Hero. Brick by brick, the monks be free, and we put a thorn in that Eredar lady's side. I'm back with my friends, and looking forward to sleeping in a bed tonight. Let's go back to the Wandering Isle. I've never been so excited to see a turtle in my life.
Stay away from them.
Okay, so we just got to return back to the Wandering Isle. And this will hopefully unlock new champions that I can get. This would actually probably answer my question, like, who else can we get that we haven't already gotten in the Monk storyline, aside from G Firepaw and, oh crap, I can't remember her last name, Asa Cloudsinger, who are the Alliance and Horde reps. So, let's see, let's talk to Ironbody Ponchu.
Stay strong in this time of unrest.
Yeah, I don't care. Okay, brick by brick. This is fantastic news, Drakfu. Not only have you disrupted the Legion's plans, but you've saved the lives of numerous people. In addition, you rescued 3 of the greatest monks we trained in recent history. The Order is indebted to you once again. Alright, so we get some artifact power. We also get some Order Hall resources, and we get the Grandmaster Cuffs, which are better than what we have. Let's go and turn this in.
Rest until the Legion is defeated.
There we go. Now, there was actually one other thing we forgot to take care of before we left, and that was the artifact talents. So, we technically have enough that we can just burn through them. Because all it takes is going to be one item after hitting 110 where we're going to get 1 billion artifact power, where we're going to be able to fill in all of those gaps. So we're going to go ahead and do that right here and now, since we already have all the highest research, all of that stuff. That's going to be amazing. Jiminy Christmas, we just need to get... I'm going to bring up the map really quick before I start doing it. But here's what's basically going to happen. We have 1 billion artifact power, or if I really want to, I can do this Greater Glory of the Order, which is going to give me 6.3 billion artifact power. Yes, those numbers are kind of absurd. I agree with you. Or I could go with 945 million. Would that make you feel better? We're going to go ahead and go with 1 billion. Boom. And, ooh, look at that. We got the Class Order Hall belt. So for the Order Hall set that you can get for monks. Okay, so I will actually also get that because I don't think you get awarded it. No, you have to buy it from a quartermaster. So let's see. Artifact traits and relics. And we're just going to follow the map. So that's why I'm bringing it up. Is this actually the progression? Crap, I went the wrong way. Okay, well, doesn't matter anymore now, does it? Okay, so Fist of the Wind increases damage dealt by Fist of the Fury. Fist of Fury. By 5, 10, and now 15%. And we're also going to take... Well, let's... Actually, we're not too far off, so let's just go ahead and do this. So the next one is going to be Spiritual Focus, increases damage and healing bonus of Serenity. Boom. And we're also going to take Inner Peace, which is increases maximum energy by 10, now 20, and now 30, and now 40, because we already had a talent in there. Tornado Kicks. Rising Sun Kick strikes a second time for 25% additional damage. That's awesome. So that's going to be our first gold talent that we take on. And then we're going to keep moving on. Transfer the Power. Blackout Kick and Rising Sun Kick increases the damage dealt by your next Fist of Fury by 3%, stacking up to 10 times. That's awesome. We have Tiger Claws, which we already had a talent in. Increases damage dealt by Tiger Palm. Boom. 20, 30, and now 40%. And this is our next gold one, Crosswinds. During Fist of Fury, Wind Spirit images of you attack your Fist of Fury targets for a total of this many physical damage. That's awesome. Do that. Then we go for our third gold talent, which is Gale Burst. Increases the damage done by Touch of Death by 10% of all damage you dealt to the target during the duration. Boom. Take that. Then we go up to Healing Winds. Activating Transcendence Transfer heals you for 10% of your maximum health over 6 seconds. That's awesome. Now it's 15% and 20%. Strength of Zhuen increases the chance for Tiger Palm to make your next Blackout Kick cost no chi. Cool. So let's go ahead and axe that out. Then Power of 1,000 Cranes increases the damage dealt by spinning Crane Kick. Boom. Boom. Then we go into Good Karma. Damage redirected by Touch of Karma also heals you. And there you go. Now we get the achievement Power Realized, where all of our artifacts traits have been learned, aside from Windborne Blows. The wind whispers your name and flows behind your fists. The longer you spend with the fists of the heavens, the more furious your blows. Click that, and now we actually automatically now unlock the Legion Fall talents that would happen at patch 7.2. This didn't normally happen. You actually had to go through a questline to unlock them, but now it just happens by default. So you don't have to worry about that particular detail anymore. But that does complicate things a little bit because now we have to go spend our talents again. So let's go ahead and do this. Ferocity of the Broken Temple increases your damage by 10% and your stamina by 10%. This gives us Split Personality, reduces the cooldowns of Serenity by 5 seconds. Just going to go as far as we can. The third one is Master of Combinations. Triggering combo strikes has a chance to grant 600 mastery to you and 4 allies for 6 seconds. Boom. And then we get the fourth one, which is our new gold talent, Thunder Fist. Strike of the Windlord grants you a stack of Thunder Fist for each enemy struck. Thunder Fist discharges upon melee strikes, dealing nature damage. So there you go. We now have that. And you see this, Concordance of Legion Fall. Everybody got this, which basically would give you 4,000 of a stat for a certain amount of time, and it would increase over time. But before we go to that, we actually have to unlock all of the other talents. So the next one that we're going to be doing is Fist of the Wind. Then we're going to upgrade Rising Winds. Then we will go to Power of 1,000 Crates. Now, there's a couple of choices that you can make here. I'm just going to make them all because we can. Strength of Zhuen, Tiger Claws, and then finally... Oh, and that's actually... Oh, have I gotten them all? I apparently have gotten them all. That's awesome. So I don't have to worry about that one. Then we're going to go to Healing Winds. And here's another choice that you can make. But now we've run out of artifact power. That's all right. We'll go ahead and take this, which will give us another 945 million to use. Let's go ahead and do Death Heart. And Light on Your Feet. And that's it. So that unlocks Concordance of Legion Fall. Which, here we go. Let's just go ahead and use the Greater Order one so that we can get 6.3 billion. And Concordance of Legion Fall by 4,000. Then it goes up to... Let's see, Power Ascended. So now we have that achievement. Now we have 43, 46, 49, 5,200. That's how much my agility goes up when I get Concordance. That's awesome. We still need a third relic, but we're still doing really, really good. Like, our artifact level is 56. That's awesome. Okay. So now that we've gotten that done, and that took a good portion of the day, let's go ahead and see if there's any additional stuff that we can do in the Order Hall. First things first, I'm going to look for the Quartermaster, who should have the belt of the Order Hall set.
Everything has a price.
Yeah, here it is. So where's the waistband? It's right here. And it's 840, so that's already a good improvement. For 500 gold, I can afford that. Boom. So now we have the Order Hall belt. And this is a full-on set, so if you want to transmog it, go ahead. I actually like a lot of the sets, I'll just be honest. A lot of them look really, really good, considering they're supposed to be basic sets. Now, here's the other thing. Oh, all three of them are champions, it looks like. So, let's go ahead and talk to Hero.
Talk to me.
So, champion, Hero. It feels good to be back out of harm's way. Now that I've got a couple of brews in me, I feel much better. I owe you my life, Grandmaster. You have my undying loyalty. Just say the word, and I will do whatever you ask of me. So now we have Hero as a champion.
We be on your side now. Things will be better soon.
Now, Angus Iron Fist.
Hi.
It was an honor to see you in action, Grandmaster Drakfu. I'm more determined than ever to put an end to Lady Keltress and the Legion forces. I think we could take the Vrykul Storm Brew and make our own recipe, and use our own weapon against them. Their own weapon against them. Will you let me fight by your side? Yes, I will.
Won't regret this, Grandmaster.
Well, thank you. All right, and then we also have Solara.
Vishnu Daldiel.
So, champion, Solara Steelsong. Solara gazes out the door at the sky beyond. She seems deep in thought, as if thinking about some other unfinished task. She heaves a small, barely audible sigh. Then her steely eyes shift and lock onto you. My place is here. I fight for you. I speak in this many syllables. All right, so now we get Solara Steelsong as a champion, and, ooh, next quest by Iron Potty Punchu.
You are a beacon of
The
light
Mead
in
Master.
darkness.
The Storm Brew is created by a legendary Vrykul brewmaster named Melba. Here is the location of her meadery along the northern Stormheim coast. If we can convince her to share her secret recipe with us, we will gain a significant advantage over the enemy. Grandmaster, how are your skills of persuasion? All right, so we need to go meet with Ajira in
Evil cannot
Stormheim,
take root if our hearts stay pure.
which means we've got to go all the way back out to Stormheim. Before we do that, though, there is one other quest that we can actually turn in right now, and it's definitely something that when you turn fresh 110, you want to be able to do. So we're going to go ahead and head back to Dalaran. Now, this technically is going to open us into another quest. We're going to try very hard to avoid it, though. As you can see, Dalaran kind of changes to accommodate patch content now. And actually, really quick, what was the weekly this week? Because I haven't checked yet, even though I have like 2 days. The very best. Oh, it's a battle pet one. Don't care. That's for my wife, not me. So here we go. All over to the Violet Citadel. Oh, wait, Drak, why are you flying? I don't care anymore. I'm 110. I'll try and stay on the ground for Volshara and Azuna, but we don't have to anymore. So I'm just kind of showing that off.
Nobody touch it. Not until our guest arrives.
Now, this technically is opening up another quest to another zone. The final zone, Suramar. We're not going to do that just yet. We're going to talk to Khadgar about another
The
quest.
fate of our world hangs in
It's very good to see you, Drakfu. So, uniting the Isles. Excellent work, Drakfu. We still have a long road ahead of us to rid this world of the Legion, but this brings us one step closer. The reason I want to do this is because two things happen. One, you get this Flight Master's Whistle, which when used, and does have like a 5-minute cooldown, will basically send you to the nearest flight path, or the flight path closest to you. But the reason it does that is because it's also going to unlock world quests.
Trust in yourself, champion.
So now that we've done this, let me go ahead and show you. Now we have world quests unlocked, and if you wonder why people called this the Diablo expansion, wonder no further, because this is basically Diablo adventure mode. You can literally now get all of these random quests that will have rewards that you can do, you know, at your own leisure, and on top of that, as an incentive, you will now get what are called emissary quests. These are for the specific rep factions that you deal with in the Broken Isles, including patch content now with the armies of Legionfall, as well as the Army of the Light and the Argusian Reach. All you have to do is do 4 quests for them, and then you can turn that in for a cash, some bonus rep, and additional rewards, including legendaries. Yes, legendaries were a thing here. You could actually get some random legendaries for your class and spec, and this was one of the ways to do it. Another thing that, the other thing I should probably mention is there's another faction called the Curantor of Dalaran, which is just basically a boost for any of the reps if you wanted it, and you only needed to do 3 to be able to get that done. So that's actually really cool, because at launch it was 4, and they didn't give enough quests for people to get done, so it was kind of frustrating. But here we go. So now that we have the Flight Master's Whistle, I always recommend to people just put it on your bar. And you can eventually upgrade it so that you can use it on Argus for the 7.3 content. We're not going to worry about that just yet. But now that we have that, let's go ahead and fly out to Stormheim once again. I'm trying to think, like, where would Ajira be? Let's see. It's supposed to be Ajira and Stormheim, right? Yeah, the Mead Master. Speak to Ajira and Stormheim. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. And she is not on here, I don't think. Uh-oh. Oh, she's on the northern Stormheim coast. Okay, so, there we go. So, let's go ahead and fly back to Stormheim with another quick magic cut. Okay, so here we are back in Stormheim. I'm going to make a quick detour before we head over to the Mead Master, just to unlock another flight path. Just because it's really helpful. I know eventually we're going to get a quest where we're going to have to do some world quests, so for me at least,
A great malevolence has risen.
this is the other thing you have to worry about now with world quests, is that as soon as you pass over them, they're going to unlock and you can do them if you want. But yeah, like I was saying, is eventually we're going to get an Order Hall quest that requires us to do some world quests. So we are going to need that unlocked, and I also just like having the Flight Master's Whistle just in case, because it's that much more helpful, especially when we got to go do various world quests in other zones. Okay, so come on over here. This is the Storm-Torn Foothills. I wanted that flight path, even though I technically have one close by that's Horde. I don't care. I don't care, and this is also my add-ons going off, because I love the World Quest add-ons that were put in Legion. They definitely make the World Quest so much easier to do, and quick. Holy crap, quick. I've been able to get my World Quest done, oh geez, what usually would take me about a 30, 45 minute if I wanted to do all of them, it now takes about 20. It's that helpful, guys. I actually honestly recommend World Quest Group Finder at the very least for you guys. So here is the Mead Master. Let's go ahead and talk to Ajira.
What can I do for you?
Are you looking for Melba? I am her apprentice, but you won't find my master here. But I am looking for her!
Keep your sword. You're about 2 years too late, my friend. Melba is dead.
Oh, well, now I feel like a jerk.
Come, monk. Walk with me. My master's recipes were famous for their taste and potency. We used to ship barrels every day. Golden apple, sweet and crisp. Black brew, dark and bitter. Wood hot, oaken and bright. Melba's Storm Brew was the rarest and most desired of her recipes. It was even said that the thunder god Odin served this brew in his hall of champions. Morjern, head brewer of a nearby clan, harbored jealousy of my master's skill. He sent a band of raiders to kill her and steal the recipe. Morjern has the recipe now, but he lacks skill. What you drank at the Gates of Valor was pure sludge. It holds only a fraction of Storm Brew's true power.
Oh, really? Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this in. Oh, I have a feeling she's going to say something. So this is probably Melba's grave. No. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this in with her.
Brings you here?
My master was loved by many, and she passed her knowledge to me. However, the recipe for Storm Brew, her most fiercely guarded secret, was stolen before she could teach it to me. Okay. Stolen knowledge. Morjern, the head brewer of the Tidescorn clan, has the Storm Brew recipe. I have never been strong enough to assault his fortress alone, but together with you, I think we can claim retribution for my fallen master. I would like nothing better than to pry the recipe from Morjern's cold, dead fingers. While we are there, we will sample his Storm Brew. I'd like to see if his brewing skills are even near my master's.
Pleasant journeys.
So we need to taste it, and then we need to go kill him. All right, well, I'm okay with this. Let's go ahead and head on into, I'm guessing, Tidescorn Harbor. No, it's way off. So here's what we want to do so I can show this off. We're going to go ahead and use the Flightmaster's Whistle. And this will summon a griffin to us, or bat in some cases. In some cases, it's actually kind of a random amount. That will take you to the nearest flight path, which would be the Storm-Torn Foothills. Let's go ahead and take that, and we're going to fly down to Cullen's Post. Not too far off. And we'll start sampling the Sour Storm Brew, the Weak Storm Brew, and the Blazing Storm Brew. Okay, and after this, we will become true Storm Brew Masters. That's appropriate for a monk. Yeah. Not everything is kung fu for the Warcraft monk. There's also a lot of brewing beer and all that, so I think this is appropriate too. I will also say this, if you're level 110 and you only use one spec, this is actually kind of the time to start experimenting with the other specs, especially since I don't really have too much artifact power I can put into those weapons into my Windwalker weapon anymore, and I actually have already decided I'm going to go ahead and start fueling the Brewmaster one,
We will find the stolen recipe here.
because I'm technically a better tank than I am a healer, so I think that'll probably be the best thing to do
Tidescorn were
here.
Always merciless thieves and murderers.
There we go. Let's test out the Sour Storm Brew.
Mother of Odin! That tasted worse than Runehorn curd!
I will take your word for that, lady. Okay, so the next one, since I can fly. This is the other problem with flying, is that you kind of break the NPCs.
I hope Melba's looking for me. How long have I waited for vengeance?
Okay, so the Blazing.
Yes, now that's strong. But my master's was still better.
Of course it was, because you're still trying to be a dick, and it's all right. I completely agree. So here's our final one.
Taught me everything she knew, including the fighting techniques of ancient Vrykul brewer kings and queens.
Oh, good. So let's go ahead and try the Weak Storm Brew.
Good flavor, but it's as weak as rainwater.
Okay, so now it's time for us to grab the Storm Brew recipe, which is up in here, I'm guessing. Yeah, here we go. Here's our brewer, Morjern. Oh, dude, okay, let's get out of his brew. He's gonna die anyway, so bye-bye, Morjern. All right, so we turn this in with her.
What's brewing?
Sorry, what's brewing? Do you have the recipe? Yes, I do. The last time I saw these notes, I was still a young child. I understand how much of what is written here now. It won't be easy to acquire everything here, but I believe we can do it, Drakfu. Okay, so, let's go ahead and step outside, because this guy's gonna respawn anytime. And let's just go somewhere safe so we can take all these 3 quests.
What journey brings
So,
you?
Freya's Spring. First, we need water from Freya's Spring. Once a year, on the first day of solstice, the sun hits the white-capped summit on the highest peak in High Mountain. The melting snow runs through a ravine and collects in a crystalline pool. Some say these waters grant eternal youth. Silly stories, if you ask me, but we will need this rare, purified water for our brew. I suggest sending our champions to collect a sample for your skills will be needed elsewhere. Okay, so you need to do the scouting map mission for Freya's Spring.
Keep your sword close and your
Then
brew
Halls of
closer.
Valor, the brewmaster. I've made a new breakthrough with Melba's Storm Brew recipe. We need the use of a special cauldron, one owned by Odin himself. This cauldron is located in none other than the Halls of Valor. There is only one way to enter this exalted place, and that is through the Storm God's favor. You must find a way to enter the Hall of Warriors. You may require allies for this endeavor, Drakfu. Okay.
Farewell.
So this is another dungeon kind of mandatory quest that the Order Hall's got. Amaranthine hops. The hops for our brew must be very specific, and they will also be hard to acquire. Amaranthine hops only grow in the realm known as the Emerald Dream, meaning we can only acquire this ingredient from a druid. There is one such supplier from whom I have received this item, but she may ask for something in exchange. So we need to speak to Fluris Asterleaf and Valshara and trade 20 stone hide leather for 1 bag of amaranthine hops.
Pleasant journeys.
So that kind of sucks, but oh well, it'll work. So already we have lots of interesting quests to go and do. We need to get the various Freya's Spring missions done. It looks like it's not just 1, it's 5. We need to go into the Halls of Valor, which we already needed to do anyway to get the Aegis of Agrimar. And then we also need to speak to Fluris Asterleaf in Valshara. Well, we technically haven't been in Valshara, so I actually think this would probably be a good time to kind of wrap things up since we are going to need to go to Valshara anyway for our next set of quests in the Broken Isles. So we'll just go ahead and do that. We still have the weak Storm Brew. Sour Storm Brew. All stats decreased by 1%. Ouch! Why? It's not my fault that I drink the brew, man. It's not my fault the brew sucked. And it was sour. Oh well. Apparently it was my fault. So let's go ahead and Zen Pilgrimage. Because we're going to go ahead and grab the Valshara quest. And kind of wrap things up for the day, because we've gotten so much done in the Order Hall campaign, but some of the stuff I'm just going to go ahead and do off camera so that then we can turn it in for the next week's Tale of Drakfu and continue on. But here's the way that you actually get the quest in case you didn't know it already. You just go to your Order Hall table, and now that we have this, but we can't do it, which is really frustrating because we got like 9 hours. You just go to the scouting map, and you have Valshara, and you have Azuna. So Valshara is going to be the next place that we go. The ancient forest of Valshara is the home of the demigod Cenarius and the birthplace of Druidism. Malfurion Stormrage has returned to these sacred woods to commune with his great mentor and reclaim the Tears of Elune, which is another pillar of... I can't remember. Pillar of Creation. So let's go ahead and take this. The Tranquil Forest. Archmage Khadgar sent word about Valshara not long ago. It sounds like he has good news. You should meet him on Crassus's Landing in Dalaran as soon as you're able. So let's go ahead and grab that. So now we have the Tranquil Forest. But I think that's going to go ahead and do it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. When we come back the following Monday, we will begin our questing in the 3rd zone of the Broken Isles, the ancient forests of Valshara, and learn even more about Druidism that we as a monk probably just don't care about. Until then, we'll see you guys then.